Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of the Bravado. My name is Bobby Munson, and you're joining us here at our local establishment. We're going to go ahead and ask you to give us a like, follow, subscribe, so you can get all sorts of awesome notifications. And notification button, turn that on as well, too, because we got stuff coming out daily here at our local establishment. We are a pop culture channel, so we got all things, whether it's movies, music, television, professional wrestling, all sorts of things, all over, a little bit of everything for every single one of you. So go ahead and show us that support. We absolutely appreciate it. Absolutely love you guys for it as well, too. And the Bravado is a show I do where I go and review things that I've seen, listened to, watched, experienced. I want to bring you all the best of my favorite when it comes to pop culture. Best I can anyway. And tonight, I got to go and check out the latest Disney reimagining live action Disney film. It is a adaptation of the 1989 classic, The Little Mermaid. This one, the 2023 version, definitely a longer running time than what the original had. The original clocking in at about 82 minutes, just shy of an hour and a half. This one, 2 hours and 15 minutes long. Was it justified becomes the question. Did it need to be that long? Maybe there was a couple things that could have been, tightened up a little bit, but it's splitting hairs. If you guys have seen any of the Disney adaptations, you kind of already know, like, there's going to be a lot of the stuff that you've seen already. They don't really go a whole lot of different places all the time. And that's been my biggest beef with most of them, outside of the Jungle Book, especially, because, the Jungle Book was awesome. Let's not kid ourselves. The Jungle Book was great. Jon Favreau really knew how to handle that one. Went excellently. So where would this one stand? And I went into this with an open mind, wanted to be open-minded about it. I found myself enjoying this. I was laughing. It looked beautiful. It was well acted. I really thought that this, aside from the Jungle Book, is probably the best live action adaptation that Disney has done to date so far. This one handled a lot more love and care than what some of the other ones have, in my personal opinion. And of course, some new songs that were added, and sometimes new songs being added to something doesn't always fit the mold. It feels forced, and it did not feel forced in this time around. At least I didn't find it did anyway. A couple of the songs that actually stand out very, very well in this one, including one, this is going to sound kind of funny, but there is a song called Scuttlebutt that is done mostly sung by Aquafina, but also and yes, has Aquafina in this, providing the voice of the character of Scuttle. And then we've got Daveed Diggs, who did the voice of Sebastian, and the two of them actually do this song Scuttlebutt. That's kind of about the time when Ariel and everyone's getting the news that Prince Eric has found someone that he is possibly going to get engaged to. They don't know all the details just yet, but that's kind of where it's leading to. And that song really stands out, like something that it's like, had you not known the original really, really well, or it had been a long time since you've seen it, you could easily be mistaken and think that this was in the original movie. It was well placed. It's very, very catchy. It's comical. It's everything you'd want it to be in this particular type of movie. So it was done extremely well. Now, as for who was in this movie, so of course Ariel being played by Halle Bailey, I believe is the young woman's name, does an awesome job. We got Jonah Hauer-King, I believe is the one that plays Eric. Again, another one who stands out, like two people I'm not familiar with their body of work so far. Very, very young and in this game, but definitely did not turn me off of wanting to see more of them in the future. They did fantastic. Of course, Hallie's got a very beautiful voice for when she's doing the songs throughout this thing. Well done. Melissa McCarthy as Ursula. She just nailed this role. She was so into it. You could tell she enjoyed it. She was awesome. Melissa McCarthy's awesome in general. And then Javier Bardem. Man, you got a solid actor in Javier Bardem playing King Triton. And even though King Triton isn't one of the main focuses, he's a strong character. He's a good portion of what you're doing. He's just not necessarily maybe the lead character, or even a secondary to it kind of thing. He is he's there half the time anyway, but the times he is there, he's strong because Javier Bardem is a very, very strong actor. We got, of course, Jacob Tremblay playing Flounder, and he's done really well for himself. Young actor, I believe a young Canadian actor, if I'm not mistaken, as well, too. And then, of course, the always lovable Awkwafina, whose voice you recognize absolutely immediately, but she does fantastic work. She's just got a charisma about her that's hard not to enjoy. She, she seems like she's always having a good time with everything she does, and that's why I think people have really taken to her body of work, and this is no different. The Little Mermaid, you guys, this is a good movie. This really is. Is it going to be everybody's cup of tea? I don't know. It depends where you sit with the original. I know my wife and I were big fans of the original. We just recently rewatched the original before going into this one. Kind of wanted to, be able to make that fair comparison. And of course, yeah, classic's a classic for a reason. I mean, you got to go in with an open mind. And if you go in with an open mind, I think you can really enjoy this. You'll find things about this movie that are very, very likable. And if you just like Disney, hey, you're gonna have a good time because it's Disney. How can you go wrong? It's lighthearted, it's fun. The animation, animation, like the CGI and everything that they do in this, I mean, it's beautiful. They do a very, very beautiful job of creating this underwater experience and everything like that. They try to ground a little bit more reality on some of the action and some of the things that happen. It's not as quite as over the top as it is in the cartoon version. They tried to make it a little bit more realistic on a few aspects that you'll see when you go and check out this movie. So yeah, man, if I was to give it out of 10, I'm probably sitting at about a 7.5. So, I mean, this isn't like your A+ movie, but it's still a really good film. And if you've got little ones, I mean, there was tons of kids in the theater there tonight. You could hear them afterwards. Oh, I really liked that. I really liked that. And it's cool to know that a new generation of kids is really enjoying something like this, a classic like this being redone. They get to experience it in a brand new way. And whatever, any haters out there that had a problem with anything to do with this movie, the casting or anything like that, go, do whatever your haters do. Hang out in your basements, whatever it is. Hate on it all you want. You haven't even seen it. Go check it out. Give it a chance. Keep an open mind sometimes. I did. And then keeping an open mind, I had a very enjoyable time watching The Little Mermaid. So have you seen it? Have you not? Let me know in the comments section below what you thought of The Little Mermaid 2023. And also let me know what else you want to see me review here on the Bravado. Any requests, I'm taking them. Reach out to me and let me know what you got for me. That's going to be it for this edition of the Bravado. And until next time, everybody, take care, and we'll see you soon.